This Let's Play was supported by these awesome hobby companies.
Hello everybody and welcome. I am joined by Rob from Mantic, and today we are going to be playing Kings of War Vanguard.
Yeah, very exciting.
Closed beta?
Yeah, so at the minute when we're doing this, it's in closed beta, so we've had the rules committee who have been doing Kings of War with a few of those guys and a few other people testing it. So we've had quite a lot of games. Good feedback so far from everyone. Good. And yeah, we're talking, this is probably about version 11 at the minute. 11. Yeah.
Well, at least you're putting the testing in there.
Yeah, I mean, it's been through some big evolutions, some minor evolutions, but I think now we're at a stage as we know where we're pretty happy where it is. And these will also be the rules that will be out during the Kickstarter as well.
The game Kings of War Vanguard is a skirmish version of Kings of War. What are the major differences?
So, well, first of all, the major difference is it's no longer your big troops. You're talking between 10 and 20 models. So it's like a warband size kind of game. So you'll have your kind of heroes with your big guys like a troll, or in your case an earth elemental, with a few kind of grunts as well. So they're the kind of warband size that you're looking at. All
right, well, let's actually do a quick rundown on who we have on the table.
Okay, fine.
So me being me, I don't have the beard right now, but I'm taking the dwarves for pride.
Yeah.
Yourself, Rob?
I am, as always, a very sneaky goblin.
All right, so on my side, as you said, I've got an earth elemental here.
Yeah.
I've got some
shield breakers and ironclad.
Yeah. Ironclad, yep. I've got a sergeant and I've got a stone priest.
Yes.
And then I've got a ranger in here as well. And I believe my stone priest is actually a character.
Yeah, he's a named character. So that's kind of the beauty of skirmish. The Vanguard, we can have more of the kind of named characters, so you'll kind of grow and get to know as you play the game. Yeah.
Now, I will assume this name is still subject to change, but at the moment he is named Thurgrin Rockhart.
Yeah.
Well, very, very dwarven.
Very tough, very dwarven, yeah.
Very stoic, very good dwarven name, strong. And your side?
So over here I've got my bigot. He's accompanied by a normal kind of goblin, a rabble. You've got a troll. You've always got to have a troll in the goblin side. You've got the more beasts. You've got some more rabble here, some spitters, my archers, and then a whiz. So again, I've got the kind of slightly more numbers on my side, as you would expect, but they're all pretty useless.
I don't know. If there's enough of them, you know, that small green tide might drag me down.
So we can overwhelm you with numbers, not
the
tactics.
other thing is, I'm playing dwarves. Normally I'm used to taking people out at the knees.
Yeah, okay. Well,
your turn. Okay, so one of the major differences I've noticed here is we're no longer playing on a big table. Now, I know I've laid out a big table. I do that because I think it looks beautiful.
Yeah.
The actual gameplay itself is on 3x3, yeah?
Yeah, so a typical game is 3x3. So here we've obviously on 4 foot, so we've kind of gone a bit kind of closer in. So this is more like turn 2. So we've had a first turn, we've done some positioning, and now we're kind of getting ready for the scrap.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like for anyone that knows me, I love dwarves because they do one thing beautifully: brick. Basically, a brick moving off the field, it is going to hit you at some point.
Yeah.
Not exactly subtle, but it'll work.
Yeah.
On your side, however, I'm seeing you're hidden all over the place.
Yeah. So goblins obviously need to be a bit sneaky. They don't have the high defense like your guys. I mean, as we'll see, you've got some special moves like brace where you can kind of defend, which is quite nice. My guys, they're good at sneaky, so if they can get behind you, they'll get a bonus. Yeah. But generally, I'm going to have to try and stick to cover. The one thing I am good at, is I'm a lot faster than you. Okay. So I could potentially get into there and get you going.
Well, let's get stuck into a turn so we can actually start showing everybody how it works. So what's the first thing we do in a turn?
So obviously we've already set up, because those rules are kind of in flux at the minute, so we thought we'd set up nicely and get it all started. Yep. The next thing we do is we roll something called the command dice.
Okay, so roll yours.
So obviously these are currently Walking Dead ones. These will be different for the actual game.
Okay.
I can re-roll one.
Okay.
Because I've got my command. So what the command dice represent in the game, or the power dice, is a kind of the unpredictability of combat. So these will be used to trigger special abilities, faction special abilities as well. You can clear fatigue, like things like that. So we'll come to that through the game, but these dice, you'll be using these to trigger your kind of special moves during the game.
So the heroic moments.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is, those cinematic moments, the kind of moments you always remember when you manage to kind of charge forward and get someone. Yeah, these are what power that.
Moment when the goblin just twists the knife.
Yes, yeah.
Well, I'll roll mine and see what I get here. I assume more is better.
Yeah.
I will re-roll one. That's not bad.
No.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, I've got 6 as well.
Okay, so pretty level peg.
Yeah.
Make sure I get my dice up and actually set them down so that I've still got it all marked, because I assume I will need these to track how many I have during a turn.
Yeah, exactly. And what you'll find is that besides like the goblins, who are kind of a bit more scatty, they don't have great command dice. They don't have as many compared to you. You're obviously the stoic dwarves. You're a bit better at telling everyone what to do. So you get the red dice, the white dice, and then if you're very good, you'll have the blue dice.
Yeah.
But we're not quite there yet.
I'll assume that's having your ultimate hero on the battlefield.
Yeah, yeah. So, and obviously, if you're playing a campaign, you'll level up and you'll earn more dice as well.
Now, we're working off a D8 system, yeah?
Yes, we are. So very similar to Dead Zone, and actually you'll see some minor similarities to Dead Zone in terms of we've got the idea of short and long actions. So you can do 2 short actions or 1 long action, and you've also got the D8 and their exploding D8 as well.
Oh, exploding it. So, that's something you guys at Mantic really love, is your exploding top number.
Again, it's those, particularly with this and with games like Dreadball, you get those kind of cinematic moments as well where you think there's no way I'm going to be able to defend this, or there's no way I'm going to get this charge through. And then also you get 8, 8, 8, 8. I know it kind of builds up, and they're the kind of moments you remember, and we love those.
I remember Dreadball Academy when Warren used to do that all the bloody time.
So yeah, we thought they'd be really good, and again, we just wanted it to be quite brutal as well. You know, things, particularly the grunts, are going to die pretty quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
but everything has a wound stat now instead of the usual just building onto your nerves. So
that's
there's a major change.
Yeah, so that is a major change at the minute. We're also looking at ways of, particularly with the heroes, we don't want them to just get killed straight away, because there's nothing worse than bringing on your hero and he's he's dead. So we're looking at injuries and kind of they get knocked out rather than killed. So there's a lot of ways to keep them in the game to make sure you kind of don't have your hero wiped out immediately.
Yeah. Although this is what always happens to me in games. I start learning it, and then the back of my head starts bubbling, going, I have an idea. I should tell them my idea, and it's probably crap.
No, well,
one of the things I'm thinking is, you still have your nerve mechanic in there, right?
Yeah.
So if a unit runs away, I assume, do they roll on a table, or are they just...
So what will happen is, the nerve works is, if more than half of your warband's been taken out, then before you can activate, you have to roll on the nerve, and you roll, and if you fail it, they run off.
All right, no, you see, I'm just thinking, if they run off, if you have a roll at the very end of the game during your legacy step, have an option that either A, they're put into the Vanguard, they're in the Vanguard already, but they're coming back to the lines, they're caught and put right up at the front, point sticks behind them. Or if they fail that roll, they get captured by the enemy, and so your opponent has a chance to win some extra victory points, even though he has lost some stuff.
Oh yeah, so I like these kind of cool ideas, particularly when you're going into the big games of Kings of War, because as we were saying before in the other interview, that you can link the games of this because of Kings of War. So let's say this one, we're playing a generic fight one here, but it might be that if I win, you would lose a unit in the next game, because they might have got wiped. It might be your ironclad got wiped out, or they might start.
This could be an ambush of guys on the way to the fight.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so there's all these kind of really fun kind of ways we can mess with the Kings of War games and also these games as well.
Yeah. Well, you see, again, this is just what's going to be happening with me with this game. The back of my head's going to be going, can I make narrative ways of just making cool things happen in my big games?
Yeah.
All right, so I won the roll-off.
Yes.
So that means I get to go first?
Yes, that is, and it's alternate activations, so I do one and you do one. But as we'll see, there are some ways to mess around with that.
Yeah. So the first thing I'm going to activate is actually my Stone Priest, who's hanging around at the back here.
Yeah.
Now, we have played a game off camera, and I did discover a rather nice little ability he has. So because he's a character, he gets some special stuff.
Yeah.
So he has Shockwave, which means he can activate this ability and basically propel his friends up the field 3 inches. So basically imagine him just slamming the ground and a shockwave making him go way forward. So I'm going to do that, and that's going to let me move my guys forward. Now, what is the range on shockwave?
So it's so you actually do 6 inches and then you move 3 inches.
Okay. So it's 6 inches, and I can move or I must move?
No, you don't move. All the guys, they'll all move directly forward. Now, obviously, these guys are stuck behind their barrel, so they won't move, but these guys will all move forward.
So they will move forward 3 inches.
Yeah.
And this is me, all right, I'm being a little cheaty here, trying to get a little bit of a jump on the goblins.
No, that's fine. And that is a long action, so that would be it for the rest of your Stone Priest turn.
All right.
So you either go forward as well.
He'll go forward. So they're hitting the barrel, so they won't go forward.
No, they'll just stand there.
Okay. So that was a long action.
Yeah.
Do I want to keep him up with them? So one of the other things you can do in this game is you have fatigue.
That's
so
right.
You can actually push yourself a little harder to do an extra short action while you're activating. I think I will.
Yep.
Just to actually keep the Stone Priest moving up with the rest of the guys.
So if you're fatigued, it means that you in the next round, you have to either clear the fatigue at the end of the round by using your power dice.
Yes.
Or in the next round, you can only do a short action. So it's a risk, yes, but you've got a sneaky ability, yes.
So dwarves, you'll know Headstrong from Kings of War. It works something similar in this. So if a model with this special rule is fatigued, roll a dice on a 6+, remove the fatigue. I assume that's during the reset phase.
So that'll be when they activate. So next time, you'll kind of roll your dice, and you'll see if he comes back. Yeah.
So if I don't keep enough command dice, I can sort of push it and sort of risk it.
Yeah, and again, we've really tried to get that risk versus reward thing in this. A lot of the time, it's like, well, I could push them, I could fatigue them, but that does mean next turn, I'm kind of sacrificing their go. There's also things like retaliating in combat, which we'll see. So there's a lot of kind of, when do I do stuff? When do I kind of keep it safe?
How hard do I push my guys?
Yeah.
Right, so that'll end his activation.
Yep.
I would have the option now to steal an activation by spending one of my power dice.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I want to see what your goblins are doing. Because at the minute, you're all hiding behind rocks and stuff, and I need targets.
Yeah, I'm kind of
a target-rich environment.
Playing it cautious. So I could potentially charge in.
Yeah, already?
Yeah, these guys are fast. The Morbeasts are fast. But I'm a bit worried about sending one of them by himself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send one forward and get a bit of support.
Okay.
So he's going to move forward 5 to here. So this is the big leader of the Morbeast. And then I'm going to spend one of my power dice to do something called Howl.
Okay.
And that brings one more Morbeast forward 6 inches and doesn't mark them as activated. So he'll come around.
Okay.
So that's a really kind of crafty way to kind of keep the kind of piggyback on each other. And obviously, if you're into combat, you could howl and then they'd come up and give you a bonus in combat.
Oh, I see. All right.
I'm not going to activate anymore.
All right. I'm going to do a little pre-measuring here. So I know my crossbows here, I've got 3 of them, and they've got a range of 15 inches.
Yep.
So for 15, I can hit your guys there with all of my guys. So I'm actually going to use one of the abilities off this sheet, which actually lists them all. So it's going to be a group shot, which is going to cost me 2.
Yep.
But it means up to 3 models can shoot at the same time, but it has to be at the same target.
Yeah.
So this might be a little bit of overkill, but there's no kill like overkill. So everybody, I believe, is going to be targeting this little guy on the end here.
Poor goblin.
Because these 2 can completely see his base.
Yeah.
Now, this one's shooting through his own guy. So would he not get to shoot?
No, he won't be able to draw a line of sight through his own guy. The other 2 guys are all right.
Well, the other 2 guys will then shoot, and they will activate.
Yeah.
So the other guy, would I have had to call that before?
Yeah, it's fine. We can just say that he can activate by himself.
Right. So. Again, this is just coming to talking to your opponent, seeing if they're okay with it. All right, so I've got 2 guys shooting.
Just going to say that because this is a group activation that you're doing here, so as well as activating individuals, you can choose to do a group activation, which does cost power, but you can activate up to 3 guys. Yes. So that's good if you want to do a group charge, to charge into combat, or in this case, if you want to do a group shoot, which is very effective for the dwarfs.
I do believe I have a special ability on these guys. So this is me just trying to get stuff up and running. So Iron Watch and the Ranger both have what's called Combined Fire. When involved in a group shoot action, Iron Watch models or Ranger models, including captains, add +1 dice to the ranged attack roll for each other Ranger model. There's the thing. So the Iron Watch, they both go on a standard shoot because they don't match each other.
Oh, okay.
So it's very specific in these 2 rules. That's why I was trying to read both at the same time, which is why that may have been a little confusing.
Right, okay.
So Rangers have to shoot with Rangers, Iron Watch have to shoot
with
Iron Watch to get their bonus. So unfortunately, these guys don't get bonuses, but they do both get a 2d8 shot each at that target.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Yeah, you should be fine.
Yeah. So, any penalties for range?
Nope, it's fine. You're fine.
I do get 1 extra because I can see all
That's
the
right.
base. So for the Iron Watch, he is looking for 5s.
Very good.
That'll be 2 hits.
2. So what I do for my defense is because you've hit me twice, so I need to roll 2 dice, and then my defense for the spitter is 6+.
6s.
Oh, so not great. It'll be fine. He's all going to be 8s.
Almost.
Whoa, hang on, wait a minute.
Hold on, he lives.
He does live. This is incredible.
All right.
You've got another go though. I'm as confused as you there, Justin. I don't know what's going on.
All right. This time the ranger only needs 4s.
Okay. So he's a little bit better in combat.
Well, in shot.
Yeah.
But again, it's why it's important to call your shots always.
Yeah.
Whenever you're doing this kind of thing. So for this one, 4s. That'll be 2 again.
Okay. So let's try again. So obviously you'd have things like piercing or crushing strength. Have you got anything like that on yours?
Piercing 1.
Okay. So that would actually do mine. So I would have been fine last time.
Yes.
But this will actually increase it by 1. So I need 7s.
Okay.
Oh. So no, he is very much splattered.
And you had actually rolled a 6 last time.
Oh, so he would have been splattered last time as well, actually.
Would he? Oh, right. Oh, well.
Well, I would have rolled...
I had to shoot...
Yeah, he would have been. Yeah.
I had to shoot the same target anyway, so he would have took 1 and took 1.
Yeah, so he's fine. He's out.
Yeah. How many wounds do they have?
They only have 2.
2. So, he'd be dead on the 2 shots.
Yeah.
That's fine by me. Now, the question is, what do I want to do next? So that was just one of your little stabby guys.
Yeah.
Your other guys are still sitting there. Also, they need to reload. So I'll put this little black arrow next to them to mark that those 2 need to reload.
So reload means that it's got to be a long action for shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll let you have it.
Okay.
Who's your next?
So let's have a look. I'm going to amble my troll just around this block here.
Okay.
He's gearing up maybe to have a little bit of an encounter.
Oh, you going after my elemental?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's just shambling around.
Yeah. Okay. I need to actually check what type an action is for what I want to do next.
Okay, fine.
So, thankfully, we've got our sheets here. So, what I'm thinking of doing is a charge. And a charge is a long action.
That's right.
If I fail a charge, do I still get to make the full move?
So if you're charging double your move.
Yes.
So you can well, yeah, if you do just be a run if you didn't actually make it. You've got to make it into base to base at the end of it.
Yeah, but it just becomes a run. I don't get like a fatigue for not hitting.
No, nothing like that.
That's fair enough. So I will activate my Earth Elemental, and he's going to go for it.
Can he make it?
There? Oh, it's close.
Oh, yeah, we'll say that's fine.
Yeah.
I'll let you have that. Yeah.
Okay. So he charges up in.
So then he'll kind of move round to face him.
Yeah. And we are facing on the front, because you did say facings do matter in this.
That's right. So if you kind of anywhere behind them, so like that, that counts as their rear, and you'll get a bonus.
No, there's an important thing. Back line of the base.
Yes.
To get behind them.
Yes. It's got to be the back line. So the side, no, it's got to be the back line.
Got it. All right. So my Earth Elemental on the charge is 78 with Crushing Strength 2 and Smash.
Yikes.
Don't know what Smash does yet. So I need...
So Smash, it means on the charge you'll get knocked down. So if I kind of... if I don't get killed, you will knock me down.
Okay. How many wounds does your big guy have?
He has 5.
5. And I have
4 actually. He has 4. Yeah.
All right. For my melee, I'm looking for 5s.
Yeah.
So your odds aren't bad here. It's 50-50.
You could as well use your power dice to add an extra dice into this. That would be overkill.
I'm going to do it.
Okay.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
Now I am scared.
I have to see what happens.
Yeah, well, no, it's
actually using the stuff for it, showing how it works.
Yeah.
This is the demo game.
Yeah, and also again, it shows how unpredictable combat can be because you've, for whatever reason, you've got that extra kind of hit in there.
Yeah, well, it's he's got a good angle and just hooked in behind one of the plates.
I guess on the charge, he really kind of comes in, and you've got an extra dice for the charge as well. Did you get that one?
Yes.
Okay.
So he starts on 6.
Yeah.
Plus 1 for charge.
That's right.
Plus 1 for the
extra
power
dice.
I spent.
Yeah.
And now there's a question. Powers cannot be stacked, so I couldn't use one to activate and then use another power.
You couldn't use like 2 dice to get 2 extra dice in this, but you could use one to fatigue yourself and then get an extra dice like that.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Okay, no.
Because if this doesn't work, I can fatigue myself for another attack, I think.
Yes.
So, this should work. Needing 5s.
I'm singing.
There's an 8.
Yeah.
That was a 6.
Yeah.
7, 7, 6. So that's 5 hits.
That's 5 hits.
With 1 explodes for 1 more hit. So that's 6 hits.
Oh dear. So 6.
Yes.
I'm not fancying my chances here. So the troll... Oh, then again, he has got armor 4+, but you've got crushing strength 2. So that means it goes up to a 6. because it makes it more difficult, basically, for me to save it. So I need 6s. These are all going to be 8s. 1, 2.
2?
No, he's got 4 wounds. So he's... Oh, no! He's got splatted. This isn't going well.
That was a lucky roll on my part, I have to say.
But it shows the benefit of putting that extra dice in there.
Yeah, if I hadn't have done it, he would have been standing there with 1 wound.
Yeah.
Now, the next thing is, do I want to fatigue him and go after it a little more?
So you could fatigue to
from
walk.
Where he is,
yeah.
If I fatigue, I could walk into a mob beast and hit it.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that.
So you wouldn't get a bonus for the charge, because you're just kind of walking in at this one.
Just ambling in gently.
Yeah.
But he will still get 6 against it.
Yeah.
Which I think is worthwhile. You see, this is the thing. I think your big guys in this game are really just meant to cause havoc.
Yeah, they're the big... Yeah, so you'll only have probably 1 in your warband, but they can obviously cause a lot of destruction.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. Your big guy's now gone. A lot of your forces are now going to have to turn and start focusing on this guy.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he's just going to walk about and go, hello,
smash,
my
smash.
my little friends. I'm making green jam today.
Yeah.
So, let's see if I can make some mob beast jam. For 5.
Oh, dear me.
2 8.
I'm not liking the look of this.
So there's 3.
Yeah.
And I reroll 2. For 1 more, so that's 4 mob beast.
Okay, it's doable. His armor is, well, it would normally be 6. Obviously, it goes up to 8s. So 8s are always a success.
Oh,
whoa, look at this. I've got 2.
Okay.
So there we go.
So 2 rerolls.
Oh, I could do this.
You could.
No, so I've got 2. He's only got 2 wounds, so he is splattered as well.
Mm-hmm. I like Earth Elementals.
Yeah, they are.
Fun.
So you can reposition now. So you can't obviously move into another combat because you don't want to kind of be a whirlwind of destruction, but you can kind of reposition if you want.
Yeah. I think I will reposition him a little just so that he's facing this way.
Yeah.
You know, he's looking hungrily at the next target. Not that an Earth Elemental would eat, because why would he?
Okay.
I will be done at that.
Right. Oh dear. Well,
your big gets there.
Yeah.
No, one thing I forgot. I have to mark him as
he's fatigued. Yes, that's right.
Because that's an important thing. Because if he was sitting there with the ability to retaliate, you might not want to attack him.
So, yes, now because he's fatigued, he can't retaliate.
Yeah.
So that's actually, I didn't think of that. That's a good...
It's not as bad.
No,
as you
it's
thought.
not as bad.
As bad.
Yeah. Let me just measure something. So if he moves into there... Okay.
Oh no, that's the one that hasn't activated.
That's the one that hasn't activated. No, he got moved up because of the howl.
Yeah. So could he move in, howl, and bring his mate
That's
in?
right. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of doing.
Ooh.
So he's going to... So he will charge in.
Yeah.
He will howl.
Yeah.
Which will mean the other one can move up to its full move.
Do you make it?
Yeah. So you can move 7.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's helped me about there.
So you've got 2 of those in against me.
Yeah, so it'll only be this one that attacks. This one just adds support, basically.
Yeah.
So
you're ganging up on me.
I am.
Okay.
Well, that's the only way to get rid of him.
It's totally fine.
So I normally get 4 dice.
Yeah.
I get 1 for charging in, and I get 1 extra
there you go, sir.
for my friend helping me. And these guys
bite my ankles.
Hit on 5s.
Okay.
And they've also got vicious, which means I can re-roll 1s.
Oh, lovely.
So 2 1s there. So that's a good job because I've only rolled 1 hit. So I got 3.
3 hits.
Yeah.
Okay. My elemental has 5 wounds. Saves on a 4.
Yeah.
Any piercing or anything?
No, nothing, no piercing for these guys.
So he just saves on a 4, doing 3.
Yeah.
3 4s.
So 3 4s, yeah.
Could I do it? I can do it for 2, so he will take 1.
Okay.
That's
not bad.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
You know, it kind of makes sense. You know, they've chipped him a little.
Yeah.
You know, scratches on him.
They've got a nice bit of rockery now for their garden when they get home.
I'll just pop a little wound token on there. I assume when the game comes out, you are going to be making tokens for the game?
Yes. So there will be tokens. We're also, during the Kickstarter, looking at doing a status board as well.
Ooh,
so you can track. Because we are aware that in skirmish games, some people don't like to have tokens everywhere.
Yeah.
So the idea of the status boards is you can track if they've been braced, if they've been fatigued, and that kind of thing. So we just thought that way you have a nice clean thing like that.
Yeah.
Also, you'll have actually cards for these guys as well, so you can quickly refer to them. So you won't have your sheet.
Yeah.
Or if you're playing a campaign, you'll get your roster book. so you can track who's got the experience.
Yeah.
Because obviously, we're just playing a one-off game here. But if this was a campaign, we'd be tracking. Well, he's obviously done a good hit there. He's got experience, and then you'd get new equipment, new abilities, new dice, those kind of things.
Yeah. Definitely.
Okay, so he did a long action.
Yeah.
I'm going to spend one to fatigue him.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to have another
go?
nibble.
All right. That's some tasty rock.
So I will get
less.
5 dice this time.
Mm-hmm.
Let me have a look. I'm going to spend another one. So I don't know the dice. Yeah, so I'm still back on.
Yeah, go for it.
6. Hitting on 4s. Oh, that is, well...
You've got your explosion. And what
I've got 3 at the minute. I'm hitting on 5s, actually. So that's that right. So one more.
You get your rerolls for your 1s.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, rerolls for 1. And a reroll for the 8.
Okay, that's 3 hits.
So 3 hits.
Needing 4s.
Oh,
yeah,
making a mockery of me there.
Yeah, the dice gods just went, nope.
No.
Not today, sir. Okay.
I was umming and ahhing whether to activate him as well, but I won't. I think I'll just leave them both there.
Okay.
So, unlike Kings of War as well, if this was Kings of War, they would now break apart.
Yes.
When this
one
they
actually locked?
Yeah, we stay locked. So you'll have to break away.
All right. I think the next thing I will activate then is my Sergeant.
Yep.
Because he's activating, I'm going to spend 1 to use my Army Special ability.
Okay, cool.
So, let me make sure I get this right, and make sure I don't lose the win token. So, Tactical Redeployment 2, so it would actually cost me 2.
Yep.
Select a Dwarf command, so I assume that's my Sergeant.
Yeah, that's right.
Basically, all Dwarf models, including the nominated commander, that are not knocked down or engaged may immediately move 3 inches in any direction, following the normal movement rules. Models are not marked as activated after moving if they are... models are not marked if they are already... they stay marked.
Yeah.
All models that were eligible to move are given a free brace action at the end of it.
So it's basically, you imagine the sergeant shouting everyone, brace, 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 move forward. So they all kind of move forward 3 inches, shove down their shields and get ready for an attack.
Basically, take the hill.
Yeah.
Okay, so these guys are getting another 3 inches here. So just move them up like so.
And so when you're braced, it adds an extra 1 to your armor roll as well. So it makes it even more difficult for me.
He's fatigued, so I assume he can't.
No.
Yeah. But they will all get a brace token.
Yeah.
So I'll use the white shield for it.
Okay.
Excellent. So that gives me a nice defensive line.
Yeah.
Defenses of 3s, so that's going to make them super tough to get rid of.
Yeah. That is not. I'm not looking forward to getting rid of those guys.
It's more that it's that brick tactic that the dwarves are so good at.
Yeah.
Stay in formation, hold the line, keep the shields up, move up the field until you're close enough to take out their knees.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, with these guys, I'm probably going to be hitting the neck.
Okay. I don't like these guys marching towards me. That is not a nice sight.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do a group shoot with these 3.
Okay, so you've got 3 of your little dudes here.
Yep. So they can actually move as part of that. So they can move slightly out. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move that guy out.
An ambush?
To make sure he can see, and then he'll come out as well.
Okay.
Just to make sure we can all see at least.
You can all see this guy completely clearly.
Yeah. These 2 can see that guy clearly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now,
so we do
a group shot. Do they all have to target the same?
No.
Or is it only you'll get bonuses if you target the same?
So it was only for your guys have got that special ability.
Oh, sorry.
My guys are useless at shooting. Right. So all I can do is I can declare it as a group action. I can either do them all against the same one, or I can split it as well.
Got it.
Yeah. So I'm probably actually going to need to try and take out your shield breaker. So I'm going to have to go for it, I think. So I'll roll for this one first. So you actually roll them separately. Okay. So you start. So I normally get 2, but I get 1 extra because you're in the clear shot.
Yep.
So he's going to go, and he needs 6s, so he's got 1.
Okay. 1 save, needing a 4.
Yeah.
Because it's a shield breaker. Nope. He will take 1 wound.
Right.
Let me check this. Shield breaker, armor of 5. Yep.
Yeah.
Wounds 2, so he's taken a wound.
So obviously, because you were braced, that went to a 4.
Yes.
I'm amazed that went through. So this guy's going to have another pop of that shield breaker as well. So again, he gets 3 because of the clear shot. Wow, they're on fire. They're on fire.
2 now.
This is unheard of. 2.
All right, needing 4s.
Yeah.
Survive.
Oh,
hey!
easy.
He likes it. All right, you've got one more.
And then the third one, so he doesn't get a clear shot because this guy's shield is actually blocking him. So he'll be down to 2. So his shield's helping him out there.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh.
You got one.
So I got 1.
Okay. Needing that 4. Come on, baby.
5. Ah, fine. Yeah.
Huzzah. So basically, there's one sticking out of his shoulder.
Yeah.
He's now angry.
You don't want to make a dwarf angry. That's the worst thing you can possibly do.
Yeah.
So I've got no guys that are fatigued. I'm actually going to spend 1 to have another activation and activate my whiz.
Ah, the wizard's there.
Yeah. He's just peeping out behind his rock with his magic wand. So he can actually move around. Oh,
is he going to zap me?
He is going to zap you.
Right. Now, spells and like magic items and stuff, are they quite similar to what you've already seen in Kings of War?
Yeah, so there's some like zap, and I guess shockwave is a bit like wind blast as well. Yeah. So a lot of the spells will be crossing over, but then we want to do different ones like stun, possibly like area of effect spells as well, because that'd be really cool, I think, when you could have some of those slightly more ridiculous ideas are like things that launch beer onto like the dwarfs, and that would help them to kind of like bolster them up. Yeah, yeah.
Count me in.
Yeah. So those kind of the ideas that we're looking at doing for this, and like the magic would be some of that. So I think, yeah.
Cool. Although I will say I would have loved to have the beer launcher on this table, because the kind of narrative behind our table, we have a dwarven brewery down the front. The goblins have pitched up next to it.
Yeah.
And the dwarves are not willing to share their cider.
Yeah, that's it. So they've got their orchard here.
Yeah.
We said they're out there picking the apples, ready to make some cider. Yeah. And then these goblins have come along. They fancy a bit of that.
You can stick with your horrible, horrible fungus.
Yeah, I can say fungus brew. Yeah. Well. Okay.
Right, you're zapping me.
So you're gonna have a zap.
Yeah. So I assume it's on to the other shield break.
Yeah, we're going to this guy here.
Okay.
So it's 3 dice.
Yeah.
Hitting on 5s for that one. Let me just check. Yep.
Okay.
So I get 1 8 at the minute.
Yeah. Reroll.
So 1.
Yeah.
Not very good there.
It's a mild electrocution.
Yeah. So you just need to roll 1 save.
Okay. And
he'll be fine.
Braced, so it's a 4.
Yeah.
And don't say he'll be fine. That's pretty much the last word territory right there.
What could possibly go wrong? Oh, no.
Well, apparently nothing.
No. Now what I could do here, because I've only done a short action. Oh no, I've moved and then done, so I can't do that.
You could fatigue though.
Well, I was going to do something called cackle. So cackle allows me to spend a power and I can cast another spell. I can cast the same spell.
Yeah.
Now I would fatigue myself. Yeah. And I wouldn't be able to clear my fatigue because I've got none left. So I'm not gonna cackle.
Okay.
Internally, I'm cackling, but I'm not cackling out loud.
All right. I'm down to 1. Okay. Time to be clever.
Okay.
So, my activation, I'm going to activate a shield breaker.
Yep.
So it'll be this wounded one.
Yep.
Who will go for a charge, doubling his movement to 8. He will charge these little dudes.
Yep.
So I think he would hit this one first.
Yep, fine.
And he will do his attack.
Yep.
So, him on the charge. Shield breaker is 3d8 plus 1 for charging.
Yep.
I think that'll be enough.
I think you would, you're going to splat this guy.
I would hope.
More green jam.
Let's see. He hits on a 4.
Yep.
So that's 2 hits.
2 hits. Okay. So my defense is 6.
Yes.
I could do this. So I've saved at least 1, so he's not dead. No, so I get 1 wound.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So actually no. So they have got 1 wound, so he is dead.
Ah, okay. Excellent.
So you'll find that the grunts die very quickly. Obviously, the heroes and the kind of support characters are a bit stronger.
Yeah. Okay, so him from where he is, he will fatigue himself.
Yeah.
Amble in and swing for the next.
Okay.
So he's only on 3 now.
Yeah.
So he will...
I'm not going to retaliate.
Take the swing. We've both been quite free with our power this round.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we had quite a lot. I think we had 6. So that's not bad. I mean, some rounds, again, because that unpredictability one, you might get 2 or 3. Yeah. So then you really have to limit it.
Yeah.
But this one we've been pretty good. And also, you've got the benefit of your headstrong, which means you don't have to worry about fatigue that much, whereas I do have to think about
pushing it that little more. All right, so I'll roll for this one, needing 4s.
Oh my goodness.
2 with an 8.
Yeah.
So I get a reroll. That'll be 3.
3.
should be dead.
Surely.
Surely.
Yes.
And don't call me Shirley. Alright, so he's dead. I'm now going to spend my last power point to get another model to activate.
Okay.
What I think I'm going to do is I will go with a ironclad. So the ironclad is here.
Yeah.
And he will go for a charge.
So what you could actually do is you could, because obviously they've got a special ability which is hammer and anvil. Because when you've killed someone, you can reposition.
Okay.
So you could walk up to him. You know, you wouldn't attack him, but you would engage him.
Oh, that'll do.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
So that's.
I'm very generous. I obviously don't want to see my goblins get hammered. So.
And he's well in.
Yeah.
So way. So how does hammer and anvil work?
So if you look, it's on your special ironclad instructions.
Also fatigue.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's on the ironclad. Hammer and anvil. Ironclad models engaged with the same enemy as one or more friendly shield breakers have the swarm special rule.
So that means normally he would add 1 extra dice.
Yeah.
He actually adds 2 extra dice.
Ah, lovely. And he's on the charge as well.
Yeah.
So on the charge, he's got 4.
Yeah.
Plus another 2. That's 6.
Yes.
This does.
I was very generous there.
I kind of feel like I'm kicking the puppy right now. Yeah, it's very unfair, but don't make those noises. I'll feel bad. Roll horrible now. Looking for 4s, I believe. Yep, 4s. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Is that for the ironclad? It's 4s?
Yes. Ironclad is 4s.
Okay.
That's 4 hits.
Right.
Should die. I hope.
He's got no crushing strength, has he? No, not the ironclad.
No.
2, but no, he is
dead.
So now you can reposition as well.
Right. How far can you move when you're repositioning?
3 inches.
Just 3 inches?
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to be sneaky here. I know you like to backstab, so my guys are going to move up against... Well, this one's going to move against the rock. This one is actually going to fatigue himself and go for an attack.
Okay.
Just to see how far I can push the dwarves.
Yeah.
Because this is me. The dwarves have now got into the position where they're happy, and they just want to go after.
Yeah.
So he walks in, you get 3.
Yeah, because he won't get a bonus this time. Yeah.
So, what? Oh,
that is good. Okay, so my rabble, he is on 5. Yeah, a little better. So he's now on 5.
Wow.
This is incredible. Fine. I mean, I wish I'd retaliated. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Hang on. That one was going to... Oh. Overkill. Well, no, not overkill because I didn't do anything.
No, underkill.
Underkill.
Wow.
You really missed.
He survived, but we are locked in combat, which is good.
Yeah. So I'm engaged now, so I can't really do much with him.
Yeah. And I am hoping that whenever the next round comes, I'll be able to do some other stuff. But it's your activation now. Okay.
So, let's have a look. So you can't do the same short action twice. So I can't walk. But what I can do is I can run, which is a long action, then fatigue myself to walk into you from behind and come into combat. So I'm going to do that.
Okay. Oh, also, I better put down my fatigue.
Oh, yeah.
He cannot retaliate.
No.
There's a question. You'll probably want to FAQ it. If you attack someone in the back arc, can they retaliate? Just want to check whenever you get home.
That is a good question. I'll need to check the FAQ. No, I don't think they can because they're from behind.
It would make sense that they couldn't. I just wanted to raise that one because I know some of you sneaky guys out there would try that.
Yeah, so that's a bit like Kings of War, actually, I guess. You can counter-attack the next turn, but I guess for this one turn, you wouldn't be able to turn around and attack.
Yeah.
So I'm in the rear. Now, I've got something called Sneaky.
Yeah.
Normally, when you attack from behind, you get 1 extra, but because I'm a goblin, I get 2. Yeah. And I've also got my pal here.
Yeah, so 1 more.
So actually, it's gone up from... I normally get, as a rebel, I get 1, and I get 2 for that, and 1 extra. I get 4. So I'm hitting on...
That's not bad.
No, for a rebel, he's hitting on 5s.
That's pretty good. That's 50-50 odds.
So 2.
Okay.
I'll take it.
And then that's on a shield breaker?
That's on
Ironclad.
So Ironclad.
That's 4s.
Yeah. He's fine.
He's grand.
He's making a mockery of me. But then I am...
his ass in your general direction.
I am fatigued. So I've still got 1 left. I'm not going to activate another one, so it's over to you.
Okay. For me, the next activation is going to be here.
Yeah.
Or actually, it'll be this guy.
Yeah.
He will go on the charge. And I'm hoping that has brought you in. It has.
Yeah.
So this guy
Oh dear.
We're making a conga line.
Yeah.
So he's now in. Now it's a shield breaker, so he doesn't get the bonus of hammer and anvil.
No, and also he's not actually engaging me because I'm attacking him from the rear.
Yes, but I am now attacking you from the rear.
So you'll get an extra dice.
Yes.
And you've charged as well.
Yes. So it's 3 normally.
Yep.
+1 for the charge, +1 for the rear attack.
Yeah, that's right.
I think that's 2.
Okay.
I think that's 2. So iron,
Shield breaker.
Shield breaker, melee 4+, so 2.
Yeah. Okay. That's not. I could survive.
It's enough to kill you.
So yeah, my rabble is 5+.
Uh-huh.
Oh my goodness! No.
Do
Goblins
not
living
attack
up to
my
their
friends.
reputation. Yeah. So yeah, now you can reposition as well.
Yeah, and he'll fatigue because from where he is, 3 inches is more than enough to bring him out and around.
Yeah.
And then to there.
It's not looking good for the goblins.
This time, only 3.
Yeah.
I have to say, the dwarves do feel like they have a nice punch to them and enough armor to just
Yeah.
stay and take the beat.
Yeah.
I can understand why there's less of them. I feel there should be maybe slightly less of them again.
Yeah, I mean, at the minute, the points, to be honest, I just kind of got these ones together because
right.
it'd be quite a thematic one. So the points at the minute are going through the balancing. So by the time people are obviously playing it, the points will have been tweaked. The dwarfs in particular, like you say, they're very powerful at the minute. So yeah,
they're tough and they have enough of a hit to always be painful.
Yeah.
I would make them maybe 20% more expensive.
Yeah.
At least that's my brain on.
No, that's what. Yeah, so like I say, at the minute we're going through all the. That's why we're getting all everyone to play it in the closed betas to make sure. But yeah, they can pack a punch when they get involved.
Well, there's one for everybody out there. If you're playing your demo games, you're playing the dwarves. Do you think they're too punchy? Do you think they need brought back a little bit, made a little more expensive? Definitely want to discuss, and I'm sure you guys will be keeping an eye on the comments.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, we're always, that's the whole point of having these rules committees, is we always listen to the community, particularly with Kings of War. So yeah, if you've got something you think isn't quite right or not balanced enough, there's plenty of time. And that is the beauty of Kickstarters, actually. You can obviously come on there and you can respond to people and go, oh, right, okay, you've played it this way. We can change that. So
yeah, it's nice to have that user engagement before it goes to the market.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you guys hit the print button, you need to start doing digital FAQs and stuff.
Yeah.
And then whoever's actually jumping into the game needs to know that they exist, otherwise they're playing old rule sets. In fact, there is my greatest nightmare, is get someone into a game, they play with the core set, they don't know that the FAQ exists, they go to a tournament and all of a sudden it's just like, what do you mean these few different rules have changed? This completely changes my tactics.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things. The more you can actually test before it goes to market, definitely a brilliant idea.
Yeah, I mean, there's already been like several months in getting the core game right. Now it's getting the points, getting the kind of, the stats, tweaking those slightly. So yeah, I mean, I think we're pretty much there with the core game. Yeah. And now it's kind of adding that extra polish.
Well, from what I've seen so far, the mechanics are very smooth. One of the things I always talk about in these games is speed bumps. Yeah. There are some things in games where you'll hit it, and it drags you away from the game for a second where you have to run and check and do something. Having things where you can very quickly check your stats, incredibly important. Having a cheat sheet with these powers, incredibly important. So definitely you guys are on the right track. Yeah. All right, my attack.
Okay.
Don't distract
I was trying to distract you.
Oh, I would forget to roll my dice.
Yeah,
How could I? All right, need and force.
Yep.
That'll be 2.
Okay. So I could maybe survive this. So on 5s. So once, he does survive. He just takes a wound.
Oh, so your rebel has 2.
Yep.
Slightly tougher goblins.
Oh, sorry, no, they don't. No, that's me. That's me getting confused. So they do. He's splattered. It's not looking good for the goblins here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I think we've covered all the core mechanics. Is there any of them we haven't really looked at yet?
No, I mean we've done the group activations. We've done fatigue, which is obviously one of the big things as well. You've made great use of the fatigue actually to really kind of get amongst it and kind of really get into kind of my area quite quickly as well and do a lot of damage.
Yeah. I would say as it stands, I've done a very big amount of damage, but next turn, my biggest worry, if we look at the table, is going to be I have fatigue laid out a lot of places. Yeah. In fact, I should have even more. I have to now roll for that because I held back none of my power. Yeah. So if I fail that, that's going to be a turn where my guys are standing there panting. Whenever you activate with the fatigue, what happens?
So you can only do a short action.
Right. But do you drop the fatigue and then you could do a second short action by fatiguing yourself again?
No, so you can what you do is you clear the fatigue off, and then you can do a short action. So that'll be walk. You could get into combat if you was already into combat, but you're not. So you couldn't charge. Obviously, you've got long actions on here, and you obviously haven't fatigued them, but you wouldn't be able to shoot.
Yeah.
So it really does limit your actions of what you can do. So you really kind of need to think about keeping some power to clear it at the end phase, or if you get lucky and clear it with your headstrong.
Well, the big thing is my elemental does not have headstrong.
No. Yeah.
So he's going to be sitting there grumbling to himself for a turn,
looking
at these mobbies just chewing at him.
So he could still attack because that's a short action, but he wouldn't be able to kind of do much else apart from that.
Yeah, but after that, whenever you've cleared the fatigue, you do a short action.
Yeah. Could
you fatigue yourself again to get a second short action?
You could do, but then obviously you're into that potential trap where you're just going to keep fatiguing yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. It's an interesting one. It's an interesting one. All right, so that was my activation. Are you happy that we've sort of covered everything for everybody?
Yeah, I think this is a great tutorial game, just kind of a simple, let's have a big scrap. So yeah, that's
call it a draw?
Yeah. Yes, definitely, yes.
All right, everybody, I tell you what, get your comments in below. What do you think of Kings of War Vanguard? Is there anything that's jumping out at you that you would maybe, tweak or want just the guys to have a closer look at? Me personally, I love my dwarves. I always have. I do believe they probably need to be a little bit more expensive. Goblins, on the other hand, I think they need to be a little faster.
Yeah.
So for me, I would up the speed slightly so that they can be running and sneaking a bit more.
I didn't get a chance to run it. I mean, they do have they're all kind of running 6, 7.
Particularly No.
Yeah.
So it's your play style.
That was me. I held back. If I'd got kind of up there a bit more, I could have got into particularly the obviously this is a general fight one. In the objective ones, they're a lot better because they can get to the objectives really quick and start stealing them.
I see. All right, well, everybody, get your comments in below. We will move on here, and we will see you in the next one.
We hope you enjoyed this Let's Play. Go ahead and check out our other content on screen now, and be sure to check out beastsofwar.com for the latest gaming news and gaming Let's Plays. And while you're at it, why not hit subscribe, and remember to ding our dong. Go on, you know you want to click it. Go on.